The co-hosts have officially broken the tournament open. Javier Aguirre's try just stepped onto the pitch at the Guadalajara Stadium and turned a cagey tactical chessboard into a historic, unforgettable celebration. With a dramatic 1-0 victory over South Korea, Mexico didn't just win a match. They became the first nation on Earth to officially secure a spot in the 2026 World Cup round of 32. But if you look closely at the statistics, this game was an absolute heart-stopping thriller that could have easily swung the other way. South Korea dominated the tempo, suffocating Mexico with 57% of the ball. Yet, a single, jaw-dropping defensive breakdown and an elite goalkeeping clinic completely settled the destiny of Group A. In this video, we are stripping away the mainstream media hype and breaking down the cold, hard tactical film. We are analyzing the high-pressure midfield traps Aguirre deployed to keep Son Heung-min quiet, the catastrophic goalkeeping error that gifted Luis Romo his historic goal, and a late-night defensive masterclass from Raúl Rangel that saved an entire nation from disaster. To understand how Mexico won this match, you first have to look at how they systematically neutralized South Korea's ultimate weapon, Son Heung-min. South Korea lined up in an aggressive 3-4-3 system, designed to use Kang-in and Son to slice through horizontal passing channels. But Javier Aguirre drew up a defensive masterclass. Instead of assigning a single defender to man-mark Son and risk getting dragged out of position, Mexico implemented a zoning cage. Edson Álvarez sat perfectly in front of the backline, acting as a screen to block every single progressive passing lane from the Korean midfield. The moment Son tried to drop deep into the half space to receive the ball, Alvarez closed the distance, while Jorge Sanchez cut off the outside wing channel. This defensive density completely isolated Son, restricting him to 0 high-impact touches inside the box before he was eventually substituted in the second half. By forcing South Korea to play side-to-side without any vertical penetration, Mexico took the teeth right out of the Tiger of Asia. The first half was an absolute war of attrition, with both sides grinding out 0-0 stalemate positions at the break. But just 4 minutes after returning from the locker rooms, a moment of pure madness blew the roof off the stadium. Roberto Alvarado found a rare pocket of space down the right flank and swung a dangerous, deep cross toward the 6-yard box. The veteran Raúl Jiménez rose high to contest it, causing absolute chaos. South Korea's superstar center-back Kim Min-jae and goalkeeper Kim Seung-gyu suffered a fatal breakdown in communication, colliding heavily in midair. Kim Seung-gyu dropped what should have been a regulation catch, spilling the ball straight onto the grass. Sitting perfectly in position was Mexico's midfield engine, Luis Romo. Romo kept his composure, lifting the ball smoothly over the recovering keeper and into the unguarded net. 1-0 Mexico. The stadium erupted into absolute limbs, punishing South Korea for their only major mistake of the evening. Being down a goal turned South Korea into a desperate, attacking beast. Their manager immediately rung the changes, throwing on Hwang Hee-chan and Cho Gyu-sung to spark a high-pressing rescue mission. For the next 20 minutes, Mexico was pinned deep in their own territory, absorbing wave after wave of intense pressure. But Aguirre countered by injecting some of El Tri's brightest young energy. Obed Vargas came off the bench for Luis Romo and completely stabilized the transitional play. Vargas didn't just defend. He used his technical vision to launch dangerous counters. At one point, Vargas carried the ball past 2 sliding Korean midfielders and unleashed a venomous, rising strike from distance. Goalkeeper Kim Seung-gyu had to pull off a spectacular full-stretch dive to keep South Korea within touching distance. The substitution proved that Mexico wasn't just parking the bus. They were completely prepared to punish South Korea on the break. As the clock ticked into the final closing stages, South Korea threw absolutely everything they had left forward. And in the dying embers of the match, they came agonizingly close to breaking Mexican hearts. A chaotic deflection inside the box fell perfectly to substitute Cho Gyu-sung just 6 yards out from goal. Cho lashed a powerful, point-blank shot that looked destined for the back of the net. But Mexico's goalkeeper, Raúl Rangel, showcased superhuman reflexes, throwing his foot out to make a spectacular block. The ball ricocheted dangerously across the face of the goal, and another Korean attacker rushed in for the rebound. But Rangel wasn't done. He scrambled across his goal line, throwing his body on top of the ball to seal the victory. It was a breathtaking double save that preserved the clean sheet and guaranteed the maximum 3 points. Rangel didn't just protect the lead. He secured his status as a national hero. 2 matches played, 6 points locked in, and a guaranteed ticket to the round of 32 on home soil. Javier Aguirre's squad has proven that they possess the defensive discipline and grit to go all the way in this World Cup. But what do you think? Can this Mexican team actually win the entire tournament? Or did they get incredibly lucky with that goalkeeping error? Drop your honest match ratings and predictions in the comments below. I read every single one. Smash that like button, hit subscribe so you can join the family for daily premium World Cup tactical breakdowns. And we will see you in the next video.